Hi, my name is David Lockett and my business is the finance department, and we're an accountancy firm who help small businesses to understand what's going on in their business and help them make more profit. And what I'd like to do today is to give you an overview of the Irish Openbooks bookkeeping system, which also is known as Freeagent, you may know it as, and just give you an idea of what's in there and where it can be found. And then some of the specifics of how to use it we're going to in different videos. So over the next 5 minutes or so, you'll just get an understanding of the layout of the system. So when you come into the system, the page that you land on is the overview page, which you can see in here for a fictitious company called Animals Garden Services Limited. And the top section you see up here is the cash flow section, and that gives you an idea over the period that you select as to how much money you've had coming in, how much money you've had going out. So you can keep an eye on whether you're actually spending more money than you're making. And you can select different periods using the drop down box over here, which gives you 3, 6 or 12 months period to look at. As we come down the page, the next one gives you an idea of your invoices that you created. You can actually create new invoices from this, and it's very, very simple to create invoices. You can set a price list if you want to drop those prices into standard invoice templates. You can create estimates which you give to your client and then can become invoices. And you can also have projects on the go, and a project can have costs and invoices associated with it. And you can even record your time slips, so to make sure that if you're charging time to a client, that is recorded against a specific project. And then bill so that you never actually miss invoicing any time or any of your time. The section over here is the banking section, and that just gives you an idea, obviously, the balance on the various bank accounts that you've got. That can be bank accounts, it can be cash accounts, it can even be PayPal accounts as well. And this reconciles with PayPal very well. And one of the fantastic features about the Irish Openbook system is that we'll actually directly integrate with your bank account and your PayPal account, which means that you don't have to sit there typing invoices in on a Sunday afternoon. This will actually just drip the information into your bank account, and then all you have to do, from your bank account into the system, all you have to do is to allocate it to the correct category to do your bookkeeping, and it just keeps everything absolutely banged up to date. So it's as close to real-time accounts as it can be. The section we have down here is the expenses section, where you record any expenses that you might have, such as your mileage, or if you bought some paper from Asda when you were shopping and you wanted to claim that back from the business, anything like that which your out-of-pocket expenses. And then the bills section just gives you an idea of any bills that the company will be paying for out of its bank account in the next however long. So you can keep an track on who you're paying or who you are due to pay. The section over here has two really good sections. The first one is the profit and loss. And the profit and loss obviously shows you just a basic income, expenses, profit, but then it also takes account of corporation tax and shows you how much profit as a limited company, if that's what you're operating as, that you could actually distribute as dividends. It goes a stage further than that, and when it looks at the corporation tax and also VAT and PAYE and also income tax, it will tell you how much, based on the information in this system as of today, how much tax you are due to pay and when, so that you never need worry about or wonder how much tax you've got to pay. It's absolutely in your face. You know exactly where it is, and so you can take account of that. Obviously, you could do things to minimise that, and also you could just make sure you get the money put away so it's not a surprise when it comes to it. So that's the overview page. You've then got settings page up here, and that's where you'll set anything up that's specific for your company. So you can download company logos, you can put the information about your company in, you can create new users if you want to, change the date format. You set email templates up to send emails out to clients for reminders that a bill is due or an invoice is due, and also thank you for when they do pay their invoice. Create price lists to use, and also create a theme gallery. So if you want to set a specific theme for your invoice, that's where you do that there. Some of these here probably will never get touched once you've actually set the system up. So the accounting dates won't really change, neither will your VAT registration. So that's the settings page, and then across here we have the different areas you can go into. So back to the overview section there, which we've covered. The contact section here lists all the contacts that you might have in your business. Contacts could be either customers or it could be suppliers. There's no difference within Irish Openbooks. The works is where you look at more detailed invoice about your invoices, projects and what have you in there. Bills, obviously more details about the bills that you've got coming up in your business. I'll come back to my money in a second. Banking, as it says, obviously a bit more detail, and be able to go into the different bank accounts that you've got set up in the business. And then taxes, you can look at your self-assessment tax, corporation tax calculation, and also with VAT, if you've got a VAT, if you're VAT registered, you can look at a specific VAT calculation, this one here for instance. Make sure that it is absolutely correct before you send it out, and then assuming you're registered for VAT and have the system set up correctly, then there will be a little button appears here in green, which will allow you to directly submit your VAT return from here to make sure that you don't forget to do that. The accounting section here gives a lot of reports, trial balances, profit and loss balances, balance sheet and what have you, and various dividend vouchers. And this is what the accountant will use quite a bit. You might dip into here, but probably not. But then back to My Money. My Money is quite an interesting section here. Obviously the details of the out-of-pocket expenses. But the great thing about the system from a dividend point of view for operating a limited company is that it will actually keep track of the dividends that have been issued to your business, and not only allocate them correctly, but also create the documentation that you need to make sure that that system is actually, or sorry, that dividend is legal. So it does all that documentation for you. The payroll will get set up by your accountant, or you can do that yourself. And then the salary is just a recording of the money that's been paid against your particular payroll for any particular month. So that's a very high overview of the system as what's where. I will go into specific things in other videos, but if you want a bit more information about the service we provide in the finance department, please don't hesitate to get in contact through YouTube or through my email address, dlockett@thefinancedepth, that's thefinancedepth.co.uk.